"24 carats on a rocket. How would you feel if I locked you down for life? Not just for one night. Maybe it's your energy got me feeling myself. I can tell that you're up for me and no one else."
Yeah. Is it the energy of Hennessy that make you wanna be a daddy to a mini-me? Bulgari upgraded from the Tiffany. Money long, pipe long, long as a centipede. I always get what I want when I go put that shit on. He never tell me I'm wrong when he see me in a thong. He knocked the box out like a pro fighter. 24/7, we don't do no one night.
I'm used to 1 in the morning, 2 at the show, 3 for the weekend, 4 in a row. But you got me thinking, got me in that mode. High from the baby and so much more. 24 carats on the rocket. How would you feel if I locked you down for life? Not just for one night. Maybe it's your energy got me feeling myself. I can tell that you're a freak from me and no one else.
Even though it's small, tell me that it's fat. Fun size, baby, I deserve to be a brat. When the tongue tied, baby, that's a booby on a trap. They say Brooklyn girls is toxic, but the ussy always slap. Wanna bring me along when I'm in Louis
Vuitton, keep a bag on my arm. Princess cutting the toms. Tap out, we pulling the all-nighter. 24/7, we don't do no one-nighters. Good morning.
For the weekend, 4 in a row. But you got me thinking, got me in that mode. High from the baby, so much more. 24 carats on the rocket. How would you feel if I locked you down for life? Not just for one night. Maybe it's your energy got me feeling myself. I can tell that you're a freak from me and no one else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good morning. Good morning. Shout out to the crew. Shout out to the subscribers. Welcome back. How's my audio? I want to make sure that's good. Y'all be like, put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat. I'll be saying to myself, oh, that's right. They ain't got headphones because I can hear myself, but I don't be hearing the static. Do I sound good, though? I want to make sure I'm not buzzy and stuff because we got to talk about, damn, they done got Diddy like this, though. I'm like, shit, I went to bed last night. I got a text message like, yo, you know they got Diddy. I said, damn, nigga was arrested this morning, woke up to the indictment unsealed. And it's like for the most of us who've been following this, we sort of knew when they were alluding to the raid back in March that, okay, this got something to do with it. They already said they had a jury, the feds had a grand jury already in court. So, and then you got the Cassie case coming out. You got 5 ladies already in court against this man. I'm like, damn. And so this indictment has been great for people who like to cover the stories because for one, you get to see like certain things. Like I was mostly interested in like, so what did y'all find in this nigga house? And I'm like, damn, Diddy got all this shit in this house. So we gonna get into that today, but we're gonna also cover some other stuff that I need to get to. I need to talk about it because apparently, you know, if Ness and everybody else is running around in Vegas stank, King Roman had to be stank too. And according to Reed, you telling me to talk to VS, but you won't. Bitch, are you crazy? So we're gonna cover all of that today. Shout out first, can y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Thank y'all for being here. If you don't have a membership, please consider joining the membership. I appreciate it so much. And I gotta talk to y'all before we start. I really do. Brooklyn Beauty, good morning, and thank you for being here first. Y'all know we got to talk about Diddy. Brick Girl, good morning. Sagittarius Queen, good morning. Teradamo, good morning to you. Hey, Sheila, and thank you so much for waiting. I was coming. I was getting Eli situated. I gave him a little chew stick, and told him I threw it upstairs and told him to go upstairs. He ain't come back downstairs yet, so we good to go. Okay, I had to get him out my face. Focus on what you love. Good morning, boo. Good morning. The ghetto view. Hey, Queen. Blackberry Molasses. Thank you so much for becoming a member. TT Speaks. What up? Yeah, I know I had to say it twice. Like, okay, Precious Pisces. And thank you, Blackberry Molasses. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Hey, Ox. Unbothered for real. Hey, Kiki. Coming in doing the Diddy shuffle at bad. Can't nobody hold me down. The Fed said you're going to miss that last. Y'all are so shady. Y'all shady. Tisa, Max, Youngest, good morning. What up? Angie, hey, boo. Jills. Hey, Jills. I'm so sorry I didn't make it to your poetry contest. I do apologize. Honestly, I didn't even know about it. That, or I think it was a pork neck bones competition. Pretty Chocolate Girl had maybe. I didn't get to that one. I think there's a baked potato competition, or maybe that already happened. I didn't get to that one. I've been missing out. We're going to talk about it. T. Danielle, good morning. Hey, Dover Queen. Ashley, okay. Miss Toby, hey, boo. Hey, Miss Toby. What up, Hood? Hey, Ronnie Q. Thank you. Shout out to Ronnie Q. Good morning to you. Rainy Puds. What up, Chrissy? What's up? What's up? Ain't he in jail, though? Let's get some real tea. Bat, what's up? Rainy Puds, what up? Choreo Lover, good morning to you. Thank y'all for being here. No, what are we talking about? Ain't nobody talking to you. You just want to be busy. 3 heartbeats. Good morning, Chocolate Vixen. No Vaseline. Skin is glowing. You see it? You know, y'all. So every year around this time, I go to the one top all boys school here in Baltimore, Maryland. It's a collegiate prep school, and they cover grades pre-K all the way through 12. And my friend was when it first started doing, he was a teacher. Then he became assistant principal. Now he's an assistant principal there too, but he's at a higher level. And they always ask us to come in and speak. Men, come speak. And so at first, I was so nervous, y'all. I'm like, here, this gay, skinny nigga coming up here. What he gonna talk about to all these men? What he gonna say? And I did my thing. But you know what I do? I always look at those who do better than me, and I always say, okay, what you did, and I'm gonna do it the next time. So what I realized was you got to engage with these niggas. You got to say something and have them say back, make them laugh. And y'all know I'm not into that. You know, I'm not a young guy. I don't game. I don't do none of that shit. I'm just roaming. So last year when I went, this time I brought like little treats, little gifts. I went to the store and got some little shit. And so we would do some call and command and shit, and I would toss some shit out in the audience. This time is coming up literally this week. And so I shaved myself. And my whole speech is going to be about how it's great to be successful, but it's nothing. Success means nothing if you're not passing it on. Okay. You must pass success on. So once you come up to the top of the pole, you got to reach back and grab somebody else. I don't care if it's a brother, a sister, a friend, a neighbor, grab somebody else, because you're not going to always be there. You need to move up. You need to always think about that. You need to think about that. And I want to instill that in them, because a lot of them are graduating this year. A lot of them moving up to the next grade, and a lot of them have siblings behind them. So in being successful, you want to set the example for your siblings. You want to be able to say, hey, now when I was doing that, here's what happened to me. Now I'm going to let you do what you want to do, but I'm going to tell you, you take the time to do that. So that's going to be my story this time. What I want to do is I want to pull 5 men from the audience to tell me a time in their life that they've done this. And each one of them who does it, they will get $100. And I asked them, I said, can I do this? Oh, they will love that. 100, they'll all get over stories. I said, I ain't going to rush, but I want honest stories, and I want their peers to look at them like, oh, that's an example. Because I can't give examples. So I'm going to do that this year. And I want it to be from seniors only, because they're graduating. And I think it's more impactful when it comes from those like you're graduating. What can you share for these young men who are moving up to your seat? So I'm excited about that. I decided I wanted to be clean shaven. I was trying to get on my little Philly, Baltimore thing where they had the beard hanging. I was trying to be like one of them, but y'all, that shit. And then SB can attest to this. Y'all, while I was in Vegas, guess what happened? My first gray hair peeked this little head out. It's right here somewhere. And so as I was shaving, I'm like, oh my God, I got little gray hairs down here, y'all. This is moving too fast. This is moving too fucking fast for me. Like, damn, can I give me some time? We gonna get there. They're already talking about my hairline receding and shit, and I gotta deal with my a gray beard. I'm not ready for it. Thank you, Kay, and good morning, Kay. What up? Summer breeze. What up? Hey, low pressure. Low pressure. I heard you had a lit live, and I need to go over there and get some tea off that live because I think I'm gonna have to come back again. So I'm gonna have to come over there, low pressure. Shout out to you and holding it down. Dover Queen. See, I can't say that because I fuck around and we'll do that shit. Rainy Puds, what up? What up? Did you see they had 1,000 of? We gonna get into that shit. I got the whole. We gonna look at it. We got the whole indictment up. I don't even want to know the evils they found in his home. Child, I'm sitting thinking like, damn, the kids was in the house and all this shit. No wonder they out here fighting for their dad. AKD, always love and positivity. Listening while cleaning. Thank you so much. I like that vibe. I liked on my way in. Thank you, Summer Breeze. Buddha Bell. Thank you, boo. My hitter. Reese. I hope I said it right. Good morning. Hey, living my best life, OG. Good morning. You see what it is? It's a tea week. It's a tea week. Baby, it's a tea week. And I can't wait. Boom. When Sunday get here, I'm going to have like 3 cups. 3 cups of coffee. Miss Ray, good morning. And see, side note, Rodney, this is something that I'm doing to also help my blood pressure and shit. I don't know what else, but I'm just saying like little things that you could do to help you. I don't know if you drink coffee. I don't know, whatever you do, but anything that can keep your stress levels down and stuff like that will also help your heart. I'm sure you know, but that really concerned me when you said that because I'm thinking like, damn, do I need to go and get some checkups and I don't have an irregular heartbeat, but it really did resonate with me. Young men, when stuff happened, I always be like, let me go check on my damn self. 504 girl, hey boo, chocolate vixen, I am glowing. So we're gonna talk about Diddy. We're gonna get into some things. And 228 in here. Please hit that like button for me. Hit that like button. Today gonna be I'm chilling. I'm chill right now. Right now I'm chill. So I have to say this because y'all are definitely the fucking crew. And like when I go through something, when I tell y'all something about my personal life, I be forgetting like some of y'all have been around since when I like from the another nigga. So y'all get a lot of shit that I've been through, and I failed to remember that. And when I told y'all about what's going on with me and my guy, y'all hit me up in the comments. Y'all IG'd me. I had my close folks to me. I had the crew. I had everybody. Like, yo, Roman, first of all, don't be saying that shit to your nigga. But second of all, are you okay? What's going on? Should nobody be? And I want to say thank you. Miss O, I heard you. Thank you. Jay Wilson, even though you want to be shady as fuck, you got that whole Batwing devil sitting with you. I heard you. And I hear you all. Yes, that was definitely the wrong thing for me to have said. I shouldn't have said no shit like that. Oh, your friend, he's cute now. Shit. If it was anybody, it would probably be him. I didn't feel like it was nothing bad at the time. But looking back, I get what y'all saying. And I feel you. No matter how much somebody try to portray it didn't bother them, it bothered them. I want to say this. Yes, we've talked. We've talked after my live, after I went live and I said some things and he watched. What he said to me was, I didn't realize it was to that extent. I didn't know that you had already formed like I was talking to them about you. It's nothing like that. And we talked. We had a long conversation. I still haven't saw him. Probably gonna see him this weekend. Nigga busy. Haven't talked though. I mean, haven't saw him though. But I want to say thank y'all. I'm gonna try my hardest to keep my relationship off YouTube moving forward because I do realize that he watches and it does impact. I can't say shit freely. Like I gotta be guarded. If I want this to be some trusted shit, I gotta watch my fucking mouth. And I do. I really do like him. I really do. Even though, I do. And this friend isn't enough for me to want to say you know, it's a wrap. But we talked. So I want to leave it there. So y'all don't feel like you know, everybody, and then all the haters who want to see you down and out. It ain't gonna happen. Not right now. So I wanted to say that. Um, I'll be in Chicago in like a couple of weeks because y'all know a project I'm working on, blah, blah, blah. It's in the third. And so I know Sheffy's out in Chicago. I said to myself, do you want to go and have dinner with Sheffy the right way? So I don't know. I'm gonna reach out to Sheffy behind the scenes and talk about it. I'm not gonna say nothing else, and I hope she don't say nothing else. But I'm just gonna talk to her behind the scenes, have a little cute, you know, dinner, you know, and a night out on Michigan Avenue or some shit like that. You know, go to my favorite bar up north. Okay, Sheffy, how you feel about going up north, Boys Town, a little bit, just a little bit? Cruiser, hey boo, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. 58 likes. Y'all, come on now. It didn't happen yet, King Roman News. It's all good. More money, more. Oh, okay. Woo. Thank you. See? Thank you. Thank you. What's up, Tennessee Whiskey? Salute. Natural Lux Diva. Good morning. Good morning to you. Shout out to you. I heard you and what's the name was tussling. Can someone drop? Yeah, hey, anybody can drop the membership link. Thank you. And I'm gonna pin it. Ciao. October. Okay, it's the 26th. All right, cool. Stepped on their head, and I live in Dallas now, so that made it more special. Hey, Queen Diva. All right, y'all. I'm trying to get my speaking on. What's up, kind of me? What's good with you? I like that idea. I might use that for my girls. Yeah, it's gonna be dope. I'm looking forward to it. You are wise now. That's what they told me when I got my first gray hair. You're finally wise. Thank you, Taylor Made. Y'all, come on now. Come through with the grace. Ah. Y'all just don't know. I be kikiing. I be talking about people like, look at this. Wait, hold up. Just don't go crazy with the beige hair dye. Listen, my friends already telling me what kind of shit I need to get. Y'all crazy. Dragons, Lieutenant. Lieutenant, good morning to you, sir. That's the difference in a job and a career, being asked to speak to the youth, giving back. Yes, it's fun. I'll be having fun too. Beet juice is good. Okay, his blood pressure will lower if he stop. Okay, you know what? Now it's time to get on with the show. Good morning to everybody. Thank y'all for coming in. I hope y'all hit that like button. So before I've given any commentary on the bullshit, let's get to the real bullshit, y'all. So we all knew the shit was coming. Diddy last night arrested in New York, y'all. Arrested in New York in a Manhattan hotel. Now, obviously, I said to myself, if Diddy was already in a hotel, they already knew this shit was coming. Like, we're not gonna play like Diddy didn't know this was coming. So I knew his attorney, I already knew something was gonna happen. They're already in a hotel. He got arrested. Book last night. Nobody knew what was in the indictment. It was sealed. I kept looking. I kept refreshing my Twitter because Twitter will put everything real fucking time. So we didn't know really too much of anything. The most we had knew was he had been charged with racketeering conspiracy and sex trafficking in a federal indictment. It has been unsealed this Tuesday, and he's inside the federal courthouse in downtown Manhattan. Now, y'all, out of everything that I could have thought was in this indictment, I'm just thinking like, you know, I'm thinking about Young Thug and how they pulled the racketeer thing on him. And for those who don't know what racketeering is, it's a pattern of illegal activity that is carried out in furtherance of an enterprise, which is owned or controlled by those engaged in such activity. See also Rico. Now, remember, same shit they try to put, they're, you know, attempting to pull on Young Thug is that his whole empire, what was it? What is it called? The YB, whatever his family name is. See how far removed I am. They tried to pull that on him. Now you got Bad Boy. And now think about all the cases, all the allegations, everything that's come out, and how very careful the attorneys were of putting in other people who were affiliated or associated with Diddy in this same in their same allegations. Cassie did it, that guy did it, so many folks did it. So I'm already thinking like they're building up something on him. So we get to the fucking indictment. Now, this indictment is specifically, and here's some things we're gonna look at it, but here's something that stood out. It charges him and his company, Bad Boy, Sean Combs Enterprise, a persistent and pervasive pattern of abuse toward women and other individuals. This abuse was at times verbal, emotional, physical, and sexual. Remember, Dawn Richards just came out, and I love me some Dawn Richards. My ex-best friend put me on to Dawn Richards. Would have never known anything about her, but love me some Dawn Richards. And I kind of figured something else happened going on with her because she's very talented, but you can tell she was shelved or either silenced. She came out here and it was a whole host of things. She said, what did she say? She said verbal abuse, assault, sexual battery, intentional infliction of emotional distress. She even said she was around when she saw Cassie go through the things she went through in 2016. So, I mean, God damn, pervasive pattern, which makes me think about the other women signed to that label. I think there was one woman who came out and actually said, "Don't tie me into that shit." If something against Dawn Richards, hey, if something happened, don't put me in that shit. I ain't got nothing to do with it at all. So, y'all, let's get into this. Let's get into this damn indictment. Oh, here we go. And y'all make sure y'all hit that like button too. And thank y'all for being here. Let me know if y'all see this on the screen. We're gonna make it bigger. Oh, is it big? Can y'all see that? Okay, yeah, y'all can see it. So here's the indictment. And at the top, notice they got United States of America versus Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, aka P. Diddy, aka Diddy, aka P. D, aka Love. Count one. Count uno. Racketeering conspiracy. And I just read this part to y'all. For decades, Sean Combs has abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. Now, my first question is, do y'all think Kim Porter faced any of this abuse? Do y'all think Kim Porter was witness to any of these allegations? I even go to thinking about the way she passed away. Like, it's got me thinking about so many fucking things. Do y'all think Kim Porter could even be a witness in this federal case against him? Of course. Of fucking course. And I look at the timing, I'm like, damn. I know hers was due to health reasons, absolutely. But baby, absolutely, every dog has his day. Absolutely. What's up, Castro? For years. Yes, for years. Hey, Tracy, good morning, boo. For years. So let's finish reading this. So it goes on to say, to do so, Combs rely on the employee. This is the shit that's gonna get other bitches caught up. Now, this the shit that's gonna get everybody else caught up right here. Okay. You got to prove this kind of shit. You can't just go into court and say, okay, you got to prove this. So it says, for years, to do so, Combs relied on the employees, resources, and influence of the multifaceted business empire that he led and controlled, creating a criminal enterprise whose members and associates engaged in and attempted to engage in, among other crimes, sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. Who y'all think they talking about? Who are the other employees y'all think they talking about? Baby. I'm just thinking about celebrities. I'm like, I hope Usher, I hope Mace, I hope all of these celebrities who are around him being groomed during that time did not play a role in this shit. Because as much as it's Jay-Z, the Holy Grail, they are not playing with these fucking enterprises and you got your employees protecting your bad behavior. No, that's clearly a fucking racketeering situation. What's up? Yes, she can via hospital records, notes, confidants, maybe his kids. His Jelaine Maxwell was his personal assistant. Okay. I wonder how many people are about to flip. Oh, they're going to have to flip on him. They're going to have to flip. Bodyguards. Oh, baby. No, she didn't say Mary. No, you didn't. You didn't say Mary. I'm definitely side-eyeing Mace. Personal assistants was number one. Now, he's had a number of personal assistants. I remember the very first one from that reality show. What was it, Benjamin? I remember him. Baby, I would love to know if he had something to do with it. A lot of them got away from him. I can't stand Diddy. What up, Rick Reed? What's up? Shout out to Rick Reed. Thank you for coming through. His lawyers and PR team that Cassie said would coerce her into coming back to him, hiding her wounds and lying about them. You think, you know what? So I was just theorizing in my own brain this morning, right? I said to myself, what if Cassie was working with the feds? What if she took all of this shit to the feds and said, but I want to put my case out first. Then you all can eat off of mine. And you know, they strike deals like this. They'll do shit like this. We won't ever know. But I feel like it was such a coordinated effort. That happened. Then we find out that they've been investigating him in front of and taking him to trial in front of a grand jury. Got indicted, got arrested, and now this shit happened. I absolutely feel like it's awesome shit. Bentley Farnsworth, baby. Farnsworth was something else. What's up, YouTube cameras? Good morning. Good morning. That's I'm just thinking. I'm telling you, I'm thinking that's how it was. Thank you, Shay Marie. I appreciate it. Thank y'all for being here too. I'll make sure y'all hit that like button. All right, so let's continue. So Sean Combs operated his business headquartered at various times in Manhattan and Los Angeles. Okay, we don't need to know any of that. At all times relevant, this indictment, Sean Combs engaged in a persistent and pervasive pattern of abuse towards women and other individuals. This abuse was at times verbal, emotional, physical, and sexual. As a part of his pattern of abuse, Combs manipulated women to participate in highly orchestrated performances of sexual activity with male commercial sex workers. God damn it. Was that not exactly word for word what Cassie said in her fucking her case brought against him? Her criminal civil case, her civil criminal, okay, brought against him. She said he would pay male workers to have sex with her. And she would have to do this shit at these freak off sessions. And of course, I'm all looking like, damn, who are the people? But it wasn't pertinent to the case. All she had to do was say these were allegations. Here's what's happened to me. Here's some examples. And they took off of this in 8. Now they're actually saying, yes, there were actual males being paid to do this kind of stuff. Who are the males? I wonder if they're gonna use if they ever brought any males, because they did say, remember too, y'all, during this last 6 months, since they raided his house back in March, remember this one thing. Since March to now, they kept saying there's witnesses who have been testifying at this grand jury trial. We'll never know. We may, but we didn't know. And I'm sitting here thinking, I wonder if any men testified. Oh, thank you. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. Thank you. Shout out to y'all. Thanks. I wonder if any of those men testified. Because see, as I'm looking at this indictment, you remember when we've been looking at these indictments on the other channel. Every time you read an indictment or anything unsealed, most of the stuff they put in there is stuff that they can prove and have either proven or they're going to prove. And I'm sitting here looking at all this stuff like, damn, so who are the men? Who? I'm curious. And maybe they did take a plea deal. Maybe they did. I don't know. I'm very curious. What's up, KJ? Good morning to you. What's up, Chrissy Love? A fucking freak. They'll have to, if his name, Kalina's ass signed the NDA. Was Kalina the one who was mad at fucking, yes, Kalina was the one. She gonna tell Dawn, you know, I'm cool with you, Dawn. I like you and all, but don't put me in your shit. I didn't see nothing. He ain't say, he ain't do. I'm sitting here looking like, nah, I be damned. Now, again, I'm not in a position to want to make somebody feel like they need to come out and testify against Diddy, but damn, y'all was in that little group together on the last train to Paris. And I'm sitting here saying, if she saw some shit, 9 times out of 10, you saw some shit or even heard some shit and didn't want to say it was emotional abuse, verbal abuse, or physical. You probably thought it was part of the job. But baby, as we're coming to see, a lot of that shit was not a part of the job. He was not supposed to be telling you what to do, talking to you. Didn't Dawn say he locked her in the car for 2 days and had the driver relaying messages between her and Diddy? Correct me if I'm wrong. Are you kidding me? Now, they mentioned the kidnapping in the indictment, but I'm curious. Again, I'm curious because now you got this indictment that talks about kidnapping, right? Of course, this had to go on from March to now. I wonder if the witness testifying to the kidnapping was Dawn. And then since she did that, now she's coming out on her own civil case against Diddy. I'm just trying to figure out how this shit is working because everything is perfectly aligning to me. It's all adding up. What the fuck? Evil. Yeah, ain't evil as fuck. For 2 days, y'all. Locked her in the car. I guess because she wanted to not record her. I don't know. I didn't know they play like this in the music industry. And I'm just gonna be honest with you. Take Diddy aside. I feel like a lot of this shit happens with other celebrities, other female artists and their labels. I really do. Yeah, I can name some, but thanks to Miss O and thanks to the crew. Miss O, I want to tell you something. You gave me some advice on your last live, and not only did you give me that advice, the crew was like, I don't know, but even the ones who be like, I don't fuck with Miss O, but they love what you said to me about I need to start thinking about my future when I'm giving commentary and content, because who knows what I turn out to be or what I do. And so, in light of that, and even though I'm covering this Diddy case, I want to be very mindful of those names that I allege and say because of stuff like that. Thank you. I always need those check-in moments. Thank you for that. But I do think there's a lot of other women, a lot of other women. It's so many people I want to say, and I feel like, yeah, this ain't no just overnight kind of shit. Diddy had to feel really protected and accustomed to having that kind of behavior and way with women. Same as R. Kelly. So y'all start thinking about the other men moguls. Child, don't get me to saying no goddamn names, baby. I can see the whole channel going tomorrow. Okay. All I'm gonna say is Super Bowl. That's it. I'm gonna leave it alone. So yeah, it makes me think Dawn was a witness. Dawn was a witness. Let's continue. So it goes on to say, as part of his patterns of abuse, at times, Combs and others acting at his direction made arrangements for women and commercial sex workers to fly to Combs' location. Combs ensured participation from the women by, among other things, obtaining and distributing narcotics to them, controlling their careers, leveraging his financial support, and threatening to cut off the same and using intimidation and violence. See, to me, that's not only a combination, that's not only Cassie. But that's a combination of all of the suits that we've been hearing, the civil and criminal suits that we've been hearing lodged against Diddy before we got this unsealed indictment. So you start to think like the feds was watching this shit too. The feds was watching it so much that they probably had all these niggas as witnesses, okay, and said, okay, now go do your civil. We gonna handle the criminal. Go do your civil. Go get your money. Go get your bag. This is how I'm looking at this. This is on some old Olivia Pope shit. I really do feel like it. Talking about controlling your career, intimidation. I'm thinking about Dawn. I'm thinking about all the other women who've come out and a lot made these. I'm even thinking about the guy, the young man. Whether I believe it's credible or not, I'm thinking about all that shit. And I'm saying like, oh, the feds was watching the whole fucking time. And it was such a slippery slope because I feel like Cassie was the one who took her shit and probably did this years in advance, went to the feds with her husband, because I'm sure he was the one in on the story the whole time, and said, this is what's going on. And they started watching then. She comes out with her civil case, 30 mil. That shit didn't even take 24 hours. It was squashed. And the feds said, oh, no. Hold up. It was some details in there that we got to look at now. We got to look at. You're going to pay her off, but we got to look at them. She can't talk about them, but we got to look at them. And this is what we see. It's not a shock to me. What was a shocker was to the extent that they went, how far they went when I felt like they had enough with just Cassie. But like they wanted to cover all kinds of grounds. So as I'm looking at this indictment, it's not information we didn't know, but it's showing you how the feds was watching this motherfucker so far as they went in the nigga crib. So let's continue. And thank y'all for being here. That's right. They let her get her money first. They said, no, go ahead, girl. Go ahead. If you, and y'all, if we can find out who the witnesses was, who some of those witnesses were, if it comes to light that Cassie was one of the witnesses, baby, y'all already know how this shit was going down. Y'all already know how this shit was going down. We'll let you go first if you be a witness in our trial. If you turn state's evidence. Bitch, what? I guess I do it. I go out there. And that nigga turned that shit around so motherfucking fast. Exactly. Tried to do a quick settlement to hide it. They said, no, not today. Not today. All right, let's get into it. All right, so physical abuse by Sean Combs. Now, this was the shit that was like, you know what? Let me be honest with you. This is what I'm learning about domestic violence, right? And I got to be honest, right? I grew up. My mom faced domestic violence. I told y'all stories about that shit. I didn't grow up like a nigga with the spoon in his mouth. I grew up watching other people in my family face domestic violence. I watched my friends and female, my cousin, a lot of people. But they always looked like something. There was always something about them that I could recognize that they were abusers. They would beat up a woman. They would fight women. They're so aggressive. When I look at people like Diddy, I'm gonna be honest with you. And this is where I'm so glad that I'm here in this living day for my opinion to change and for me to grow up as a man. I never thought that this guy was, I thought he was weak. I thought he was like pussy. Like I thought Diddy was like the one wearing a dress behind the scenes. Like, girl, let's go get our nails done together. Never in my day in my life, I thought Diddy was putting his hands on women to this extent, punching them, dragging them. I was like, wow, you have all this in the world and you're doing this. It also lets you know that not just having control over people is not enough. Not financially, not having a record label. Some people need physical. They need absolute control over you. But you can't go piss unless I tell you to go piss. And that's what I'm learning about people who, the more higher up you go, it ain't that the abuse goes away. It just becomes on a whole nother level. And now I'm looking at, it's a monster. So y'all know I'm looking at Diddy. Who else y'all think I'm looking at across the board? I ain't saying names, but I'm just saying like it opens your eyes. It opens your eyes to so much. So much. People, I'm not an abuser. And then he changed, and I get it. The same year, right? Cassie pop out. He dropped that album and shit. What'd he do? He changed his name to what? Love. 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 Talk about a nigga trying to rebrand his whole image. You're love now. Ain't nothing about you. Love. He was trying to get ahead of his own story. So when I see people like this moving forward and I hear these things come out, these allegations, I remember when Kesha had that allegation against that producer, and I was like, oh, she's trying to get a payday. But I'm telling you, my heart is starting to change about all of this shit. So let's continue. So let's talk about this, okay? So physical abuse was recurrent and widely known. Now, y'all, I'm sorry I keep breaking, but I got to because my friends would do this shit to me. Hello? Y'all better stop putting names in these damn chats because see, y'all finna get me caught Usher. What? Hey. Oh, it's a lot of people. I be thinking of all of them. Hey, what up, Cat? What up? Now, y'all gonna start this today? What? Baby. It's a lot of people that I look at. I'm gonna throw a name out and I'm just gonna say allegedly. And listen, I want to be proven wrong because I think you somebody who's upstanding. Oh, no, I can't say it because I don't. I'm just gonna say TP. That's all I'm gonna say. TP. I think there is definitely a level. There's some level of aggression. I think there's an abusive culture there. I think there's something there, but it could stand for anybody. Tiffany Prudence, Tiger Parks, Timothy Prairie. Okay, don't get me caught up, but I said what I said. Y'all know who y'all got it. Y'all know who I'm talking about. All right, so let's talk about this shit, right? So, oh, that's what I was gonna say. It was recurrent and widely known. Now, y'all, they don't say shit like this. They don't put words like widely and recurrent and widely known unless they're letting you know that there's other people who knew this was going on. And as we saw these lawsuits come out, people would say, "Yeah, I was around when it was happening. Yeah, people was around when he was abusing me, Cassie." So they're talking like they already know the tea. They just waiting for more tea to come out. So let's continue. So, physical abuse. On numerous occasions from at least in or about 2009 and continuing for years, Combs assaulted women by, among other things, striking, punching, dragging, throwing objects at, and kicking them. Now, y'all, that word for word, don't be looking at me talking about some TP. Does it rhyme with pain? Y'all, he might have got married. I hope not. And poor Kim. So, y'all, does that not describe the fucking hotel video fucking Batum? Like they had already had this video in evidence, and it just so happened got leaked to what, ABC? Like I read that and I said, throwing shit. He threw something at her, striking them. And I mean, I'm sure he could have done this to other people, but this was definitely the basis of Cassie. So these assaults were at times witnessed by others and included one instance at a Los Angeles hotel. And here's the one where Dawn came out here and said, see how this shit adding up? Dawn came out here and said, I witnessed something in March of 2016 that happened to Cassie. And what does this indictment say? Word for word. It says it word for word. These assaults were at times witnessed by others and including one instance at a Los Angeles hotel in or about March 2016, which was captured on video and later publicly reported, where Combs kicked, dragged, and threw a vase at a woman as she was attempting to leave. When a member of the hotel security staff intervened, Combs attempted to bribe the staff member to ensure silence. Combs' violence was not limited to these women. It extended to his employees, witnesses to his abuse, and others. This nigga was a dog. A straight up dog. Now, how many of y'all think the employees gonna come out and say something about it? Like, let's be for real. How many of y'all think the fucking employees are gonna come out here and say something if they haven't already? Because what's gonna be interesting is now that this indictment's come out, look at all the cases that come after. Civil cases. Oh, now you want to talk? Oh, now you want to talk? It's like I'm finna watch the mirage of cases from the employees. Like, I don't know if I have any sympathy for any employees who certainly coordinated any efforts for women to get beat up. And then all of a sudden now, what, you were getting beat too? Like, I don't know where my empathy begins and ends with some of these people. Like the employees, I don't know. You were getting paid for your silence. I don't know. Now all of a sudden you think that, I don't know. You might have to miss me with that one. When that money stopped, people always talk, right? They're about to come out of the woodwork in droves, baby. The floodgates open. And he about to be broke. They playing around. Cassie about got him. So the Combs Enterprise, right? So they're saying members and associates of the Combs Enterprise engaged in and attempted to engage in, among other activities, sex trafficking, forced labor, interstate transportation for purposes of prostitution, coercion, and enticement to engage in prostitution, narcotics, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. Yo, I bet you he wish he never had no song called Bad Boy for Life. And you think about all his entourage, everybody around him, down from the chef, the housekeeper, the driver. I mean, and fuck it. Let's be honest, y'all. If you want to get real technical, all of these motherfuckers, did they tell their friends and family? So your wife knew that this was going on. Shit, the wife becomes accessory at that point. The housekeeper, are you hired by a company? Did you report this to the company? So the company knew there was allegations of this behavior going on. Oh, okay. I had to choke a little bit. You see how the whole gets to go? I'm sure they had a lot of good witnesses, baby. Because if you don't, you just incriminate yourself for years to come. This ain't gonna stop till every last person is got. Why y'all think the Young Thug trial is going the way it is? Which, by the way, should be over with any day now. The insurance, baby, the insurance companies, is Beeb okay? I want to know what he got to say. Somebody paid a lot of money to an employee at that hotel to release that footage. And I bet you that hotel employee got that company, got the hotel, and a lot of shit too. Because think about that whole situation. You think about it, right? I'm working in a hotel. I'm sitting at security. I see this shit, Diddy doing this, right? That moment, I know the rule is either I call police and check, I go and say something. You Diddy, you tell me, hey, quiet. I give you 500,000. Quiet. At that moment, the hotel becomes liable. Fuck the employee. Fuck you, nigga. You ain't got the bag. You know who's at liable? If you fucking with me, the hotel where the bag is, and don't let the hotel be owned by one of them luxury chains, bitch. We're going in. So I'm sure once he got paid back in 2016, and as this shit started coming out, baby, I'm sure the hotel stepped in and said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna cough up everything." I'm sure that hotel employee is cooperating. I'm sure he's working with them, and any money that he got, I'm sure he probably had to get turned. I'm telling you, it didn't work out the way he probably wanted it to work out, and it never does. And he has daughters. That that's the whole disgusting part about it. Ain't nobody bigger than the government. They will find a way to put a stop to anybody. Anybody. These people better squill on Diddy before he squill on them. Again, Diddy thought of going after that tequila company owned by those rich white men. Yeah, baby. And where's the tequila company today? Where's his interest in it today? Baby, he had to get rid of a lot of that shit. Even Revolt TV, and I said that was the best thing for Revolt TV because the journalists have to cover the story. You're gonna have to talk about it. And then you're talking about it and he's sitting on your board. A lot of shit. If a husband shared that info with his wife, she does not have to testify against him or vice versa. No, but and I'm thinking more so about the companies where the real risk lies. Um, and you're right, but I'm thinking about that risk, right? Like I know he ain't just hiring a housekeeper off of Craigslist, or he just got a driver that I think a lot of these people are associated with a company, which puts the strain on them, y'all. Mm. Exhibit hung out with Diddy one time and said, "Enough." Hey, Miss LA, good morning. Diddy didn't learn a damn thing from OJ, Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, or any of the rest with a God complex. You're not untouchable. Aubrey O'Day, and that's the other one I forgot to mention, been saying that it's been going on, but I don't know if nobody believed her. Yeah, and that's the thing. Aubrey has been saying it. I don't want to sign the NDA because I can't talk. I don't want to do none of that the whole time. And we just been, including myself, looking at her like, uh-huh. Them companies pack up and hit it. Every time one of them do some F-ish, when you call themselves a king, you know they ain't a ha-ha joking. Facts. Exactly. So let's finish. Let's finish reading this real quick. So the Combs Enterprise, including its leadership, its members, and its associated, constituted an enterprise. So that's what they're gonna get them on. Let's get into the purposes of the Combs Enterprise. So they're saying operating a global business in the media, entertainment, and lifestyle industries, enriching members and associates of the enterprise, including its leader Combs, and in particular those who demonstrated loyalty to Combs, which we know that preserving, protecting, promoting, and enhancing the power of Combs Enterprise, fulfilling the personal desires of Combs. Now, this is all what they're saying is what they're claiming to be the purpose of the Combs Enterprise, and they're saying to fulfill the personal desires of Combs, sexual gratification, including through the exploitation of women and the use of commercial sex workers, enabling Combs and other member and associates of the Combs Enterprise to engage in unlawful acts of violence. All I can think about is Shine, including sexual violence, sex trafficking, forced labor, securing absolute loyalty from members of the Combs Enterprise, including through acts of violence and threats, protecting the Combs Enterprise and its members and associates, including Combs, from detection and prosecution of law enforcement through acts of intimidation, manipulation, bribery, and means and methods. They're saying that, here we go, Combs and other members and associates of the Combs Enterprise wielded the power and prestige of Combs' role at the Combs business to intimidate, threaten, and lure female victims into Combs' orbit, often under the pretense of a romantic relationship. Combs then used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sex acts with male commercial sex workers that Combs referred to as, among other things, freak-offs. Freak-offs were elaborate and produced sex performances that Combs arranged, directed, masturbated during, and often electronically recorded. Let's stop right there. It did. Let me see something. Let's see. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. Y'all, let's watch this press conference. Let's take a detour real quick and watch the press conference. All right, I'm gonna pull it up for y'all. We're gonna watch it really.
Emotional, and verbal abuse so that they would participate in the freak-offs, and that Combs hit, kicked, threw objects at, and dragged victims, at times by their hair. On one occasion in March of 2016, that conduct was captured on video and later reported in the media. Specifically, Combs kicked, dragged, and threw a vase at a victim in a Los Angeles hotel when the victim was attempting to flee. Alleged, these assaults often resulted in injuries to the victims, which took days or weeks to heal. In addition to violence, the indictment alleges that Combs threatened and coerced victims to get them to participate in the freak-offs. He used the embarrassing and sensitive recordings he made of the freak-offs as collateral against the victims. And the indictment alleges that he maintained control over the victims in several ways, including by giving them drugs, by giving and threatening to take away financial support or housing, by promising them career opportunities, by monitoring their whereabouts, and even by dictating their physical appearance. Because of all this, the indictment alleges that the victims did not believe they could refuse Combs without risking their security or facing more abuse. The indictment also alleged other acts of violence undertaken by Combs and others, including violence against witnesses to his abuse, kidnapping, and arson. The indictment alleges that on more than one occasion, Combs carried or brandished firearms to intimidate and threaten victims and witnesses. Now, Combs did not do this all on his own. As I mentioned, Combs has been charged with Rico conspiracy.
There you go. There you go.
Business and other close associates to get his way. Those individuals allegedly included high-ranking supervisors in business, personal assistants, security staff, and household staff. The indictment alleges that those individuals facilitated the freak-offs. They booked the hotel rooms and stocked them with the supplies, including drugs, baby oil, personal lubricant, extra linen, and lighting. When the hotel rooms got damaged, they helped clean it up. They arranged for victims and commercial sex workers to travel for the freak-offs, and they delivered large quantities of cash to Combs to pay for the commercial sex workers. The indictment also alleges that they helped Combs cover up his crimes. During the March 2016 incident at the LA hotel that I mentioned earlier, a member of the hotel security staff intervened, and Combs attempted to bribe the staff member with a stack of cash to make sure that what happened was kept quiet. And as the indictment alleges, in late 2023, after public allegations were made about Combs's crimes, he and others pressured witnesses and victims to stay silent, including by making phone calls to witnesses and victims and giving them a false narrative of what they had experienced. As alleged, Combs used others to help conceal his abuse by monitoring and preventing victims from leaving a location in order to hide their injuries, or by locating and contacting a victim who had attempted to flee. As part of this investigation, in March of this year, special agents from HSI executed search warrants at Combs's residences in Miami and Los Angeles. They also executed a warrant for Combs's electronic devices. During those searches, agents seized evidence of the crimes charged in this indictment. They seized firearms and ammunition, including 3 defaced AR-15s and a large capacity drum magazine. They also seized evidence of the freak-offs, electronic devices that contain images and videos of the freak-offs with multiple victims. And they seized cases and cases of the kinds of personal lubricant and baby oil that Holmes' staff allegedly used to stock hotel rooms for the freak-offs, more than 1,000 bottles altogether. Here are some of the items that we recovered during the searches.
Ciao.
As you can see here, this is a drum magazine, large capacity, and it contains, I believe, 59 rounds. I mentioned as well, we recovered 3 AR-15s. This is a close-up shot of one of the AR-15s, and you can see right here, the serial number has been thoroughly defaced. Another picture of more ammunition and parts of 2 AR-15s right there. Now, I want to be clear about 2 things. First, this office is determined to investigate and prosecute anyone who engages in sex trafficking, no matter how powerful or wealthy or famous you may be. No one should doubt our commitment on that. A year ago, Sean Combs stood in Times Square and was handed a key to New York City. Today, he's been indicted and will face justice in the Southern District of New York. Second, we are not done. This investigation is ongoing, and I encourage anyone with information about this case to come forward and to do it.
My God, today.
1-877-4-HSI-TIP.
You got that number, Bentley?
I want to express my deep appreciation for the victims and witnesses who have used their voices and helped bring this criminal conduct to light. We would not be here without them. I also want to thank the dedicated case agents on the HSI Trafficking in Persons Squad in New York. They have been with us since day one and have worked tirelessly on this investigation. They will continue to be invaluable partners to us. I also want to thank the incredible agents and analysts from SCNY who have also provided tremendous assistance on this case. I'm deeply grateful for their continued work. And finally, I want to thank the outstanding career prosecutors from SCNY who are handling this case. Meredith Foster, Emily Johnson, Chrissy Slavic, Madison Smizer, and Mitzi Steiner, and their supervisors, Jamie Backleeper and Jacqueline Kelly. They are members of the Civil Rights Unit in our criminal division. We created the Civil Rights Unit when I became U.S. Attorney. I'm deeply proud of their work on this and so many other cases. I'll now take some questions.
Eric Katursky, ABC.
Thanks, Nick.
Ciao.
Damien, thanks.
My whole
Peter
God.
Martin describes
My whole God today. Baby, he's going down. But they're making it very clear that Diddy, we're not done. And Diddy Associates, we're not done. We're coming after everybody else that's involved. Everybody that's involved. And I think it's so interesting that now all of a sudden, now we hear so many different other suits coming out. I'm just so fucking shocked that it took them this long to uncover this kind of behavior from him. I want to see if this image is going to pull up real quick. Yep, it did. So here are, let me see if it shows. I'm so curious at who else they feel. So here's a list of Diddy associates that they put out, right? And people that he's known about, he's hung around and stuff like that. On this list right here, who do you think else knew about all of this stuff? You got Lil' Kim, you got Rick Ross, DJ Khaled, Justin Bieber, Mariah Carey, Usher, Will Smith, Ashton Kutcher, Naomi Campbell, J-Lo, absolutely. Pharrell, Mary, y'all say Mary. Jay-Z, I say Kanye, Young Mano, is that Young Miami? And Prince Harry. Definitely Young Miami. Young Miami ain't saying nothing. Stevie J, absolutely. I wonder if he had anything to say about it. I think he also knew he could do what around who. Yeah, there were definitely, I agree with you. Definitely people around him that only he knew would be okay with that shit. And it's so interesting. Remember the all white parties and shit like that was going on? I mean, it's a lot of people that can go down if they even inkling had knowledge was within the room, because all it takes is one person. Yeah, I was at this event. It was me, him, and him, and we were all there when that went down. So now they're gonna have these other 3 people to interview. Now either they're gonna say yes, I was there, or no. And once they say yes, I was there, what did you see? Did you call anyone? Did you say anything? Now, were you an artist at the label? So you did have some sort of financial dependency on Sean Combs and his enterprise. So was that a reason why you wouldn't say anything? There's so many ways and angles. Like, it's gonna be so many people to get. Young Miami and her cousin too, TD Jakes. Look at y'all. Wait a minute, Prince Harry, baby. Diddy parties was wild. Cuba Gooding. I had to Google Q from day 26, and he looked like Diddy's type. I can only imagine what that poor baby. I can't say too much about Q. It's probably on tape. It is. I'm sure it's all on tape. Leave Mariah Carey home alone now. This dude got a whole Epstein list. They all know, hey, your Tanya, good morning to you. Yo, I mean, I can't say I ain't tell you so. It ain't tell you. I can't tell you so. I mean, at this point, there's no need for us to continue to go through this indictment. I mean, the fact that he had baby oil, condoms, and lube, bro was definitely setting up a whole sex act going on here. I'm trying to see if there was anything else I wanted to read inside of this. So members and associates of the Combs enterprise enable control over their victims by following his directions regarding financial payments to victims, advancing or suppressing the victims' career opportunities. At times, members and associates witness Combs' violence towards the victims. Wow. Monitoring and preventing victims from leaving locations such as hotels. Remember Dawn. These locations included instances in which a victim was required to remain in hiding, sometimes for several days at a time, to recover from injuries Combs inflicted without being publicly observed. No hospital, no none of that. The racketeering conspiracy. Multiple acts involve kidnapping, multiple acts involve arson. Wow. Multiple acts involve bribery, multiple acts indictable under Title 18 relating to tampering with a witness, victim, or an informant. I mean, multiple acts under Title 18 relating to transportation and inducement to travel for purposes of prostitution. Multiple offenses with the possession to intent, involving the possession with intent to distribute meth, amphetamine, ketamine. This man was on some shit. From at least about 2009 to 2018, the Southern District of New York and elsewhere, as a part of his agreement to conduct and participate in the conduct of the affairs of the Combs enterprise through a pattern of racketeering activity. So they're saying from 2009 to 2018, that's the time period they're covering. That's 9 years. The grand jury further charges from at least in or about 2009 to 2018, the defendant in and affecting interstate and foreign commerce knowingly recruited, enticed, harbored, transported, provided, obtained, advertised, any means a person knowing and in reckless disregard of the fact that means of force, threats of force, to engage in a commercial sex act and attempted, aided, and abetted, and willfully caused the same. Count 3, transportation to engage in prostitution. As a result of committing the offense alleged in count 1 of this indictment, the defendant shall forfeit to the United States any and all interests the defendant acquired or maintained in violation of Title 18. Ciao. This shit is thick. If any of the above described forfeitable property as a result of any act or omission of the defendant cannot be located upon the exercise of due diligence, has been transferred or sold to, has been placed beyond the jurisdiction of the court, has been substantially diminished in value, has been commingled with other property, it is the intent of the United States to seek forfeiture of any other property of the defendant up to the value of the above forfeitable property. So they trying to collect too. They say if there's any monies made in violation of Title 18. And you know what Title 18 was? Title 18 is the transportation of individuals for prostitution, any of that stuff. If there was any monies made, we're coming after it. We want it. Baby, this is really good. We're gonna be here talking about it. They're going after Jay-Z next. Ciao. All my New York City girls that party in the 2000s, we know what it was and who would be at those parties and who wasn't at those parties. They caught Young Miami moving pink cocaine. Y'all know who had her doing that. Wait, hold on, let me see. Oh, I see that. About Q. His mansion party is where so much went down. Everyone knows it, which is why they would go on until 7 a.m. Gross in so many ways. So many ways, y'all. Good morning, Fruits of Labor. Also, J-Lo. I agree. Do you know the story of Diddy's dad? No, Angela. What is there a specific part in the story? It's a mess. It is. They're gonna get him on that 18. They're gonna get him on that title. That title 18, baby. Anyone who has ever been his assistant is definitely being interviewed and probably on that witness list. Yeah, we need that witness list. So as this story is unfolding, y'all, a few things that we need to look out for. We need to know that witness list. Who's else on that witness list? Who could be possible potential associates of Diddy that they're talking about when they're saying members and associates? More names is definitely going to come out. Just like with the Young Thug trial, when so many other names came out, this is just the tip of the iceberg. This is just the grand jury sealing it, saying, yes, this is an indictment. We're moving fucking forward. Mary J. Blige, too, at this point, if you wasn't talking willingly, if you wasn't out there saying on your own, give it up at this point. Give it up. You know Jay-Z nervous, and Dame Dash. Man, Dame Dash still on the hook about Aaliyah. His daddy was a gangster. Facts. All right, y'all. So we made it to the 1 hour mark. We're going to talk about Diddy. And I'll probably slice that up and put that on my other channel. Now we're going to move into the beef sector stuff. So thank you. Please hit the like button. I gotta get, this off my chest because I just want to say it and be done with it. So y'all hit that like button, and if you're here for the mess, if you want to talk about it, stay around. If not, I will see you on the next live, which will be on King Roman News. And thank y'all for supporting. Let's go.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood, a neighborly day for a beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you, so let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please won't you be my neighbor? Neighbor, 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 neighbor. Could you be mine? Neighborly day. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always together. Might as well say, would you be mine? Would you be mine? Would you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor?
Eastern time, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. King Roman News. King Roman News. Let's go, let's go. Let's start this show. Let's go, let's go. Let's start this
show. Let's start this show. Okay, it's an hour and 10. We've been here for an hour and 10 minutes talking about Diddy. And as y'all are putting stuff in the chat, I'm over here Googling shit like, damn, Kevin Liles did just resign from Warner Music Group. And I was looking at that too. So much more to come. Stay tuned. And I will be following the story, and I'll be live on my other channel, King Roman News. So thank you again for joining me on that topic this morning. Now, the reason I didn't cover this on my other channel is because I really did want to come out here and talk about, Reed. Reed came out here and she was on Just Blaze channel and she had something to say to me. And I'm just sitting back. I even dropped down in the chat like, bitch, you talking to me? You know what I should do? So we're going to get into that. But before I do that, I want to be kind and considerate, So I want to say happy birthday to anybody out there, anybody who got a bang in the middle of their forehead that look like an island. We're going to call it Island Baby here. Happy birthday to you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, that it's still sitting there. It ain't too hard, but it ain't too dry either. Good riddance to you. And I hope you enjoyed your dinner. Yeah. So that's to you. Now your mom. So y'all, when VS first popped on the scene, right? Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. When VS first popped on the scene, was I not one of the first people asking questions like, oh, what's going on with VS? What's she doing? Why y'all scared? Why everybody walking around here? Was that not me? Let's take it another step further. Was I not the one who called her out when she was trying to pull that shit with James? I'm like, no, VS trying to start some shit. Was that not me? So I feel like every step of the way, I'm always calling her ass out because I feel like a lot of people are scared to call her out. I'm going to always be on her neck. Always, right? This is without fail. And it ain't for me to be an asshole, but it's the beef sector. And I see you the long way. So you have, and I want y'all just to listen to this. And shout out to Just Blaze. You got your interview. We don't have no beef. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to hear what she had to say. But I want y'all to listen to this. Because this is what, out of everything now that I said to Reed, she want to call me out for this. And I'm thinking like, are you slow? Are you fucking dumb? So let's listen.
What some of y'all want to respond? Because I could go down a list. King Roman, so you was vocal that didn't respond. And we must be real. A list of motherfuckers that I had watched, and I'm watching niggas play that was getting played out the fucking rectum. Okay, so y'all think y'all won't come in here and go at me? Y'all don't give a fuck about my child. Y'all care about me fucking screaming, going against somebody that y'all scared to go against yourself. King Roman, this ain't about no fucking doctor. You think that you doxed MHD, then they gave you a solid stance in this sector? No, it didn't. People was laughing at you because you did it.
No,
so when she came at your friend.
Sis, King Roman is in the chat. He's responding to you. I don't know how you want to handle that portion. I don't know.
No, I'm just addressing what was addressed.
Okay, well, just know he is in the chat and he was responding. I'm gonna just leave that where it is because I don't want you back on here in that other aspect anyway. No.
I'm not.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
I'm not. It's my turn though.
Okay, I got you.
So this is the thing that people were sending to me. No, I don't fight for who you want me to fight for. Now, Reed was never ran off this motherfucker. I'm just making sure I never was ran off of here. I made a conscious decision, and my decision was to protect my family. Whoever don't understand that, then I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Actually, I do know what to tell you. Fuck you. Those who understand and those who know me, those who know how I give it the fuck up, they know it. What people know, they know. What they don't, they
So you brought your gumming ass out here to tell me that I should be going after VS for K-Fit. Neither K-Fit or me are worried about VS. We don't even see her as an issue collectively. Let's just say that. She can talk as much shit as she wants. She's not moving anything. K-Fit can go live when she wants to. VS cannot stop that. I can go live when the fuck I want to. VS can't stop that. So what you talking about? Gotta say something to her. We looking at her like, are you crazy? Do you need a straight jacket? But Reed, you literally closed your channel down, honey. Talking about going after somebody. You haven't said nothing to nobody. Pussy. I hope they send this shit to you. I'm not like going to drag you or nothing. I just want to say how fucking dumb. You sound slow. I don't have to go after nobody that ain't coming after me. VS is coming directly for you and you ran. But when anybody else, bitch, you gumming through it. And you ain't nowhere. You around here under other names, putting under shit under comments. It's pathetic. It's fucking pathetic. I would never go out that way. You're pathetic as hell. And you can talk all as much. And see, here's the thing. Y'all always tell on y'all fucking selves. Y'all always telling yourselves. When mad day come, when you mad and you angry, y'all tell. I been knew you was back there talking shit about me. This is why I been knew it. Talking about some people was laughing at me when I doxed MHB. You was laughing, Reed, because you was one of the main ones out here. And Trey there, where was you, Trey there? Lane when Roman dropped. You was nowhere to be found. You see how it's a weapon for you when you want it to be. But now all of a sudden, you was laughing at me, bitch. We laugh at you every time you come on here. We don't know if you can drink hot liquids or cold liquids with your gums, bitch. The fuck you talking about? You're how old? You don't have no teeth. Word on the curb is you ain't even got a left eye. I'm starting to wonder about your fucking feet and your legs. Don't come at me, Reed. Don't come at me. You talking disability, bitch. You talking about you got kids who on the spectrum. Your voice is on the spectrum, bitch. That's what's on the spectrum. When you come out here talking, I don't understand what the fuck you talking, bitch. You talking in puddles. I always say she got a fucking lake in her mouth. Talk up. Bitch, I'm going to ask you to say, are you speaking or spitting? You're not coming at me. I don't give a fuck. Like I told you, Demetra did what she did. Sucks for you. Now, had that been any fucking body else and we closed our channels up and ran the fuck away, bitch, y'all would be out here squalling. Oh my God, I ain't going to motherfucking place. Bitch, you dropped way to the bottom of the respect list to me. You do know that, right? Like, I respect Pizarro more than I respect you. You do know that, right? You talk cash shit. I remember the days. And then y'all want to know why ain't nobody, why K-Fit ain't trying to come out here for Reed? Because she ain't got to. Reed can't even come out here for her damn self. I'm protecting my family. Why wasn't you protecting your family 2 and 3 and 4 years ago when you was getting dog walked, bitch, dog piled on? 5 had your ass in a fucking loop. You ain't never think to protect your family then? Now all of a sudden it's, I'm going because I got to protect my family? Fuck that shit. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, you lost monetization? Reed, you just got monetized. Let's keep it a whole fucking buck, bitch. I was monetized before you was monetized. I had members before you had members. What are we talking about? A year and a half ago you got monetized. There was plenty of years you wasn't monetized over there. I'd be over there like, damn, she still ain't got the money mark down here. Maybe she don't want it turned on because you ain't getting a buck. How much was you getting off YouTube? How much was you really making off YouTube that really impacted why you left? Don't come for me. Don't tell me who the fuck I should go after. Because, see, I'm going to come after you. That's what's going to happen. Numb, gum. So next time you got a message through somebody and y'all clipping shit and sending her shit, clip this part. Start at this part. Reed, you ain't got shit to say to me until you bring your gummy ass out here and respond to V fucking S, bitch. That's the fuck I said. I don't care if you got to speak in puddle. I don't care if you got to put your teeth in, bitch. I don't care if you come live and show us both eyes moving at the same time. That's when you can then check me after you check her for your damn self. Gotta check a bitch ain't saying nothing to me. VS ain't she ain't bothering. We gonna get on VS. But VS ain't, it's beef sector touch and go. She ain't bothering me, but she got on your ass so much so that we know about your son and where he was at. So don't play them games. We were laughing behind the scene when you doxed him, HB. Okay, that's fine. It got done, didn't it? Nigga got off my fucking back. And you know what time it is, Reed. Then the funny thing about it is I've been wanting to eat your ass up because you got a slick mouth and you always had a slick mouth and you will always throw shit. I ain't King Roman, but when you would throw shit my way, you wouldn't say my name. So for all that slick shit, bitch, I'm here. I wasn't mad when you got it. Was, oh well, you gonna run away. Yeah, they got your best interest. I got your best interest as a beef sector content creator. Bitch, get your ass back out here and fight. If you don't want to, you can't come back. When you come back again, I'm still gonna be talking shit. Here she go. Talking about something I know how I give it up. No, I don't. Not actually. You go after the same people and you stay on them over and over and over. No wonder you can drag them when you practice on them over and over and over again, but you won't go on VS. She got your tea. I want you to go on her so she can spill your tea. That's your fucking fault. Fuck y'all get close to her and she got tea on y'all and you ain't got shit. You ain't got shit on her. Fuck out of here. And then you all around while teeth are getting doxxed and shit, acting like you ain't doing nothing. That's how I feel. Fuck around, move around, leave me the fuck alone. I ain't got nothing to do with you and what you and VS got going on. Why should I go after her? You want me to be for her so it deflects from you. Gums. Now, VS. Honey. Okay. No, you are reaching, right? We know you're reaching for K-Fit, right? But in the midst of it, you're falling flat trying to reach for me. So you over there. If Ness and Lemon and Shakim was stank, if they were all stank, and Honest Row and King Roman was around them, he gotta be stank too. I mean, so here again, VS, where I have to tell you, this is why your show, your podcast, Otis, is gonna fail the fuck out. I'm gonna tell you, listen right here. You don't have your facts all together. So when you're trying to deliver a joke, folks are not laughing at the joke. They're like, huh? So then you proceed to say, if he really fancy, why don't he go on a trip with Sean Bradley? Have you ever been on a trip with Sean Bradley? Okay, you're not fancy enough. Okay. Have you ever been anywhere with Sean Bradley? Okay, I have. And trust me, if I wanted to go on a Sean Bradley club chat trip, all I got to do is reach out and ask him. We're two different people, bitch. So I wanted to leave that there. But the whole stank thing, see, it wasn't about being stank, y'all. Y'all got to see how VS works. VS wants a division. She really wanted to phrase that like Ness, Lemon, and Shakim against King Roman. You better than him. I mean, of course you're gonna win it when it's against them. You ain't no competition for them, bitch. We see you the long way. I don't think I'm no better than Shakim, Ness, or Lemon. In fact, I think I wanted to have a good time. I live a great life all the time, professional, right? So when I want to have fun, I go kick it. I had a great time with them. And then on the flip side, since I don't travel with Sean Bradley, I hung out with the boys. I spent one night with Ness, Lemon, and Shakim in Honest Row. I spent the rest of the trip with Sean Bradley, Rebel Son, and Captivating Christian. So get your fucking story right. And go ask Sean Bradley how I smell. Go ask them. Ain't nobody say I stink, but here you go trying to bend something. You want to make something. It ain't nothing. Now, I got a question. Are your ankles still swollen? I got another question. Can we expect that any other future trip you go on, your ankles gonna swell? See, this is shit we need to know. Fuck y'all talking about Lolo, and shout out to Lolo. I see you in the chat, boo. But shit, we need to be asking you this shit. Do we need to have a wheelchair ready for you when you get on a cruise? Because you like to run. You know how Reed like to joke on you about running? Well, Reed, you ran too. You was running too. You ran too. Y'all both some motherfucking runners. You see why I don't take y'all serious? And y'all are the top dogs. Let's talk about Podcast Otis. It's getting more boring as the shows go on. You want to know why? VS, you're not the fabric. You're not in the pulse or the soul of the beef sector. You're just on the sidelines looking at content. See, there was a point where you be in the thick of it and you can pull. You over there giving us regurgitated stories and shit. Well, here's the tea I had, and I told y'all this, and I played this recorded, so I put some tea out there. The best thing that y'all had out of that was the James and Leo. That was it. Instigating that. Bringing that up. And you notice it's beef sector shit. But beef sector ain't even dropping down over at Podcast Otis. It ain't nothing but ZX folks. I wonder why. I said, didn't I speak that into existence? I said, yo, engage. I want to see how y'all engaging with the beef sector gonna be. How that's gonna be. Then you got ZX. Now, you be over here, and I'm gonna tell you the truth, nigga. I'm gonna tell you the fucking truth. No one looks at you as if you're the man who gives advice. You was over there talking about some, they talking about some pearl tongue or some shit, right? And she's like, you don't know what it is, you don't know what it is, you don't know. Here you go, trying to be this toxic. You are what's called toxic masculinity. You want to be so fucking masculine. You want to show that you're so that you assert it when it's not necessary. No, I don't know what that is. What, you gonna show me? I'd rather you show me. Give me a demonstration, show me. No. I'm like, if you don't get your corny ass out of here, squint. Stop being horny all the fucking time. Stop thinking that I have to flirt. I have to tell a woman, oh, you're pretty, and y'all to do all of that. That shit is so fucking corny coming from an old ass man. That shit is so fucking whack. She over there talking about some, oh, well, if you saw two lesbians, I wouldn't immediately think they're gay. No. And I'm starting to think, VS, I'm starting to think, and I keep calling you cold. I'm doing it for a reason. You're cold. Girl, you're cold. I'm starting to think you got ZX on your channel so that we can drag them. I'm starting to think you really are beef sector. And you playing the game like, I'm going to give my niggas something to eat on. I'm going to come over here and talk my shit, but I'm going to let them eat his ass up. I think you're doing it. Because every time I come out here and talk about your show, it's him. It's him. It ain't you. Because, see, it's a regular VS show. You're going to do what you do. You're going to talk your shit. You're going to only pick on the stories you want to get on. But he over there, yeah, I think, yeah. Well, let me just say this. I'm going to leave this. I'm going to leave it like this. You be sitting like, can you stop? I don't know what it is that can you stop, but I just want to say, can you stop? I don't know what it is, y'all. If you can put in the chat what it is that he should stop, but that's what I mean. Can you stop? Like, whatever it is, can you fucking stop? What are we doing? It's too much. Whatever it is, it's too fucking much. She like, so if you can let two women and they're not, so what about two men? No, wait now. Here come the toxic masculine. No, wait now. Oh, excuse me. Oh, wait now. No, because see, I'm a man. When I see two, I'm a man. I can have a baby with you. I can build a house. I can go and get the corn and feed you. I'm a man. And I'm looking like, if you don't get your, that's ZX. See, you're never gonna get men who you want to listen to you coming off like that. Don't nobody want no, I'm a grown ass man. I don't need no grown ass man talking to me like that. If you want favor, nigga, learn to tone that shit down. Approach it a different way. Cause you're gonna get dragged the fuck out of. Like Rick Reed drags your ass in less than 25 fucking minutes? And bitch, I heard all of it. I'm over there laughing like, no, Rick, I ain't know none of this shit. But what? Okay. Didn't I speak this shit into existence, y'all? When I first said I'm gonna be here watching it, but I said if he live roast, if he go over there trying to bait, we're going to drag him. What are we out here doing? Dragging him. Now, VS, you know what? Because you're beef sector, and I'm beef sector too. I'm giving you props. This is your show. Ain't no fucking way y'all beef sector folks fuck with VS and y'all ain't sending her no damn cash apps. Now that's shady as shit. How she gonna get one cash app, but he getting all the cash apps? I damn near was like, let me just send her a fucking cash app and say beef sector. Now this next show, come on, y'all. The ones that fuck with her, y'all send her something. Let's take over the fucking show. And VS, you need to rotate your co-host. Like, he's cool, but think about how much more attention you can get to this fucking show. ZX, 1 week, take his ass off. Put the next popping nigga in the sector up there. Next week, you got ODS co-hosting. Now he coming with his topics, you coming with your topics. Now you got a crowd of people in there. The next week you got Lemon, and y'all might hate each other. He might be up there talking that shit. You might, but this is how you gonna get the buy-in. Ain't nobody buying in with no damn Otis. I'm just telling you, he's not the cool guy that you thought he was. I think you thought that it was gonna be this toxic male in you. Well, it's too much toxic. I can see you do your show one day with Spill It. And we all over there like, bitch, where? You can switch it out, have Miss Intel up there. You can go so far. You can then get a black sector person. You can go so far. But just being stuck with him, what do you expect? The man, and then he on his channel, right? So he goes to his channel. Fuck y'all women. I say, here you go. And this is why he gonna fuck up your bag, BS. Because some of them women he's saying fuck you to are the ones that like you. Fuck y'all women that support these gay men like Rick Reed. I'm out here telling y'all the right thing, the right way. God made man to fuck a woman and have a baby and be the head of the household. That's me. Y'all don't want to listen to me, but y'all gonna listen to the gay men. That's what's wrong with this sector. I'm over here like, no, you're what's wrong with this sector. We're over here having a good time. Why you gotta come over here? Where's the need? God didn't send you and say, hey, go deliver that message. You are not the messenger. Not at all. I keep telling you this. Even to your own audience, I be sitting there looking like, poor them. They be just switching the topic on you. Yeah, well, yeah. You're right, though. You're right, though. Cut it. VS, really think about that idea. I'll rotate out with you. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'll rotate out with you and have a good old motherfucking time. Be shady as hell. Be shady as hell, and it'll be great for content. Think about that. That's what that show should be. Snatch that nigga face off. Go start you a new motherfucking channel. For better or for worse, beef sector, or whatever you want to call it. Rotating co-hosts. Get you a bag. You do it that way. I'm telling you, it'll go up. People will watch it. It'll give you the impact you want. Big ass Bree could be over there. Bacon Grease Bree could be over there with you one day. They'll love to see TSCC and you together. They'll love to see. Oh, thank you for the support. They'll love to see you do that. They'll love to. Why won't you do that? So while you focusing on me being stank, me not going on trips with Sean Bradley, all this shit, focus on your show. Focus on podcast Otis. Get some new tea. Like all this shit, y'all trying to recover through the week, it ain't working. Do I think Reed got a glass eye? No. Do I think she's capable of having one? Yes. But that's not tea. Who gives I'm sitting here thinking like, so she got a glass eye. You got swollen ankles, and that man can't walk. And I mean, we're gonna go disability for disability. She got a missing eye. Your ankles every once in a while swell up when you run. That man can't stand up because we've been asking him to stand all the way up, no crutches and no leaning, nigga, and stand to the fucking side. And I want you to put your arms straight the fuck out. Kick your leg up. See what I'm saying? Y'all can't talk about nobody's disabilities. And I'm not getting in on the cancer situation, the Leo and Spiller Boy. That's not my battle. I know when that's not my battle. I'm not getting in that because I don't know what was said before me, how it was said, who was in the wrong. I don't know, and I just can't go find the history to do it. It's not in me. It's not in me. So I just bowed out of that shit. But yeah, like go back to the drum board, girl. Go back to the drum board. Ice-T ain't cutting it. Okay, ain't at all. He's not beef sector. He is so obsessed with gay men. What's up, the Bushes? I wish he disappeared. You and Pizza should do it. Yeah, I would. Y'all know. Hold up. Speaking of, y'all know I'm back over in Pizarro's channel now. I dropped down in her chat just to cuss her out. That's all. Girl, why you complaining? Stop all that goddamn complaining. Okay, you complaining and shit. Ain't no. I dropped the fuck down. Okay, fake ass. And now that they won't ban me or time me out for talking my shit, I'm about to be over there talking cash shit because you know she be lying. Because the numbers show we do watch VS, period. Now, if VS was doing the same shit on her channel, she would have better numbers than she is doing it with him. He's the one. I promise you, when I click on and he's talking, I go off. I'm like, I don't want to hear this shit. Half the time, he just buttering up to her. Like, there's no authentic thought, I feel like, come from his mind. Even the topics he bring up, you be sitting there thinking like, now, what's your opinion, ZX? How you got an opinion? You don't even know who the fucking players are. What you talking about? What you talking about? Now they on Tulsa. Child by more gay stuff, right? I don't like them, but we're gonna talk about them. But we don't like you, and we're gonna talk about you too. You know what time it was. Bacon grease brie. Wait, hold on. I gotta give credit to my best friend. My best friend said, don't she look like when she sweats, she smell like pork? I said, stop. No, I can imagine. You get out the shower smelling like bacon. You be ready to wake up. I said, cut it out. They have not hit 1K working together. I bet you if she rotates, she would. If she considered rotating, she would. Why not? I mean, if it's for the bag, and then cut this whole, we got a cash app for the whole show. Fuck that. Put your cash app up, put their cash app up, and see who get the bag. All that whole, we got a cash app for them. Who that's going to? I ain't trusting it. No. So I don't know what you thought. Who smell like sweaty fatback? The one and the only. It's only one. I mean, it's only one. It's only one. What y'all talking about? Come on now. Come the fuck on. I want to touch on this one topic real quick. I am laughing so hard I smell like making grease. It is no pressure, but because I said it, she gonna have a problem with it. Oh my God, Angela T. White, thank you. Oh my God, thank you for coming on the number. Because I said it, she gonna have a problem with it. It's gonna be such an such an issue. Maybe somebody else say ODS, somebody else. Y'all just say the idea, child. Get it out there. You know what I'm saying? Because it'd be a big ass issue. Don't do bacon now. I'm laughing so hard. That's not. The bigger question is, how are they splitting the monetization? The last time she had a panel show, she was maniacal. I know what you're trying to say about the money. That I would never do that. No VS. Now, see, I'm coming to the table letting you know. Hell no. Put your cash app up and put mine up. We not about to do that. And you're not about to drag me on your own show. So I'm gonna meet you at the very ledge. And and what we talking about now? How we gonna do this? Are we gonna just go to the next topic, or you want to drag? What you want to do? What you want to do? I mean, we can. Oh, but the dynamic is off. Yep. Oh my God, I never heard that before. Listen, my friend, he be killing me. He be talking mad shit about mad people. Anyways, I want to talk about this one little thing real quick. ODS and Shakim. I think not their beef, like their beef and whatever. Cat. But this is a prime example of when you get to see how people really feel about you. And I listened to Shakim's live about ODS, and I got to be honest, I was very, very. I was like, whoa! I didn't know you felt like. It was shocking to me. It was shocking to me. It was shocking as fuck. Now, I've always seen ODS express himself about Shakim, say his mind, whether it was good or bad. I always saw him keep it real. But I always saw Shakim play it nice and kind of, take shots, but nothing like this. And some of the things he was saying, I'm like, damn. It just reminded me of how when you think somebody you're cool with, how the whole time along the way, they've been collecting bullets and nuggets and little shit and little dots. So when the day comes, they throwing it all out, and you back like, what? I didn't even know that. What? So I've been look at that. Look at ODS haters always watching, baby. I was sitting there, I was shocked. I was like, what? Okay, this is interesting to me. This is interesting to me. Shakim sent ODS his dick pic for a redirect. ODS wins any argument they will ever have. Well, and y'all know, can I say this now? Y'all know what? Remember when I did the funeral for that nigga and was like, and me and him went through it, battled it, and I said, you're dead to me. Okay. And then everybody the next day, he's first was Brianna, then ZX. He's not dead anymore. We're gonna resuscitate him. He's alive. He's gonna be our friend. We're gonna don't worry about King Roman. Here we are. Now look. And I'll be sitting back looking like, look at this shit. Now y'all hate the nigga. I'm like, this shit it's crazy to me. Crazy to me. Shakim gets all his reads from this. He don't know the history. ODS be cracking me up. I dragged him yesterday. It was my only lie. Baby. So I thought that was interesting. And I always pay attention to that, even to the people that I be around in these streets on the beef sector. Which leads me to my next topic. Now, this is going to be a little messy and a little testy, but I just want to know. Hey, so James did a live yesterday. I think he did 2 lives yesterday. And in the beginning of both of those lives, he made it very clear that he was talking about don't tell him what to do. Okay. Nobody, who the fuck do y'all think y'all are? Don't tell me what to do. Don't say no shit. Don't, all of this. And see, I'm not gonna be like the rest. I'm gonna stick my neck out like, hey James, I know you. Who are you talking about? Who are you talking about? So then he did a second, because the first time I was like, who? Second live, he came out here and he was mentioning Sir King. So I'm like, okay. And the reason I say this is because y'all remember when I said about Honest Bro, I was like, James, I cannot believe you dragging, you stoops. I hate to say this, Honest Bro, but it is how, I mean, it is on the hierarchy of the beef sector. You stoop so low to drag Honest Bro. Like, I figure you would have just like passed it off, like, you know, bitch, whatever, do your thing. And so I'm thinking, like, damn, did he take offense to that? I would hope not. So when I heard that, I'm like, let me see what how else is gonna go. So I heard that, I'm thinking like, damn, but he did say Sir King. He mentioned the intels. The intels were mentioned verbatim. They messy as fuck. And here's another thing with the intels. Like, the intels hate Pizarro. I mean, hate Demon Soul. They cannot stand that woman. It don't even be the crew or us dropping down in that fucking chat. It be the motherfucking intels. And I sometimes I'll just be watching from the clouds. The minute she hit the link, she be like, and I'll be like, oh, they own that ass. I'm enjoying over there. I want her to hit the link more so I can drop down in that chat. Don't fuck going over there to Treasure Lane. I mean, damn, Pastor Wilson, where Tulsa got a little feisty with you, didn't she? If you beefing one-on-one, why bring up others and drag it out? Because you know everybody gonna come. Everybody else gonna fucking come out the woodworks. Everybody gonna come. I can't stand that lady myself, but he's not heading any household. ODS did that slow nigga. You ain't worth my time, drag. What's up, Zap? So that's how I feel. It's 400 of y'all in here. Can y'all please hit that like button? Show me some love. So yeah, so I found the ODS and shot can be very interesting because I said this is a prime example of how you see how people really feel when you know engage. And I just was like, damn, because Shakim was always like, so, but you know, that's that redirect thing, I guess. I don't know. And then I thought about the James, his message, like, y'all don't tell me what to do. I'm like, damn, put these names on there. Who is he talking about? I'm trying to get messy. Diva Tomboyish put it on her wall talking about some James, who you talking about? I want to know. And I'm like, shit, me too. Shit. And if it was in reference to what I said about Honest Bro, you know, I mean, damn, really? Thank you for being a member of the Ghetto View. Shout out to you. And last but not least, y'all, this coming weekend, do I have a drum motherfucking roll? No, I got gunshots. This weekend, we're having the pop-up impersonation challenge number 3. Okay. Now, same rules apply. You get up here. You got 30 to 60 seconds to do your fucking thing. Okay. You only get second tries when we announce second tries starting. We're gonna run through everybody first, then we're gonna do second tries if you want a second try. Okay. Your second try will knock out your first try. Absolutely. Remember that, okay? I need to get judges. And if you want, you know, participation is hit the link. Come up and hit the link. Now we starting a pot at 250, and hopefully it grows from there. But it's not gonna be, you don't gotta sign up or hit the wall. You can let me know you want to do it, but you just hit the fucking link and you know you sound off. it should be fun. We got a lot more people to do now. So many other players in here to do. Y'all know who I want to do. Hey, if you're interested in being a judge, please let me know. Because I have no judges at this point, and I want 4 judges. So if you're interested, let me know. And shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Hit that like button. I will see y'all on the flip side. But before we go, I need y'all to do a little workout.
The finer things in life. Check it out. She like to dance till the hip hop spot. She grew to the grooves to connect the dots. Not just urban, she liked the pop, cause she was living la vida loca. She had dumps like a truck. Guys like, what? Baby, move your butt. I think I'll sing it again. I like it when the beat goes. Baby, make your booty go.
Shout out.
Connected.
All right, so we're gonna get up out of here. Thank y'all for joining me. Hit the like button. I'll see y'all on the flip side.
Bitch, I ain't friendly. I don't fuck with y'all bitches. Try to take who it ain't enough for y'all bitches. Pose so phony, got me looking at them sideways. It'll never be the same motherfucker old day. Pretty in the face, but my attitude stank. Either way, this nigga still going to the bank. Bitch, I'm up now, I give a fuck what you think. Bitch, I'm up now, I give a fuck what you think. Look me in my eyes, can't name a bitch better. Hopping out the range with the Waukesha leather. I can't unblock you, no boy, not never. If you really care, pussy nigga, write a letter. Grind so low and I'm still in the group. Biggest in my city and I'm still in the coop. Beefing with who, bitch? Not you. Who the baddest bitch? Not bitch, you. I ain't friendly. I don't fuck with y'all bitches. Try to take who it ain't enough for y'all bitches. Pose so phony, got me looking at them sideways. It'll never be the same motherfucker old day. Pretty in the face, but my attitude stank. Either way, this nigga still going to the bank. Bitch, I'm up now, I give a fuck what you think. Bitch, I'm up now, I give a fuck what you think. I'm PMS and stay the fuck out my way. Got a good lawyer that'll take off the case. Got a Haitian nigga that'll take off your face. On house arrest.
Nope, you don't gotta come on camera at all.
Was that good? I swear. Made him fuck up his re-up and he still care. I'm a trip.
On the community wall, shout out to K-Fit. That community wall be popping. Be popping.
I'm just a real bad bitch. Nah, I'm too solid. I'm a real bad bitch.
Thank you, Chocolate Vixen.
Get at him sideways. It'll never be the same motherfucker. Bitch, I ain't friendly. I don't fuck with y'all bitches. Try to take who it ain't enough for y'all.
Got you. Got you, little pressure. Got you.
Be the same motherfucker all day.
Already got first judge done.
Either way, this nigga still going to the bank. Bitch, I'm up
now. Give a fuck what you think.
Bitch, I'm up now.
Deuces. Deuces, y'all.